There it is, Redneck Atheist. Go ahead and kicking off the night by kicking in my door. Redneck Atheist, what's up? Hanging on out here, catching up on a bit of chat. I do like it on these days where everybody starts pouring in before stream actually starts, and we get the chat going well beforehand. Because as was pointed out, it's about a 7-minute timer before we start. So, I mean, a little bit behind the scenes. I actually used that time to get everything set up. You guys wouldn't believe just how much still has to be like tweaked and edited and properly labeled. Like as soon as that go button is hit and right before the camera goes live. So I'm over here frantically typing away, clicking over here, clicking over there, responding to a bit of chat as I can. That's how I operate here. We do have a Redneck Atheist coming in with that call to action over on YouTube. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, share, and add notifications because because I ain't got nothing. Just hit those buttons, you primitive screwheads. Thank you so much, Redneck Atheist. Yeah, we're coming in here. Multi-tasking expert. And if you guys have seen the behind-the-scenes photo of my setup here, I've got lots of screen area. I've got lots of little windows all over the place. I got to be monitoring everything, everywhere, all at once. It's quite a feat. I honestly don't know how I do it. My brain is not that organized to be able to handle that kind of thing. So we were talking a little bit of baseball here. Timothy Holton's watching the ball game tonight. Says he's a Yankees fan, which isn't going to inspire any hate from me. I think the Yankees are a cool team, even though I think most of the games that I saw growing up was in Boston. So a little bit of rivalry there. Timothy Holton saying that he's not one of those obnoxious downstate fans, more of an upstate Catskill Mountain Yankees fan. Okay, I got you. They must be very, very different then. Yeah. Downstate, big city Yankee fans. I don't know. I don't know if there's any actual New York City Yankees fans in here. Or if anybody's going to be coming up with it. Snowball coming in over on Twitch there. That FBI timing is on point. That was like directly on point as soon as the camera opened up. Uh-oh, I got McBride hanging out over on Discord. He's saying that the stupid YouTube chat won't open for him. Bro, we need you up on in here. Come on, YouTube. Oh, speaking of these platforms failing us, TikTok status, still banned. Still banned. I don't know if anybody's been keeping count of the days, but it's been quite a ways. I don't know. It's supposed to be a 30-day ban, maybe, and they're supposed to check me out again. I don't think it's been 30 days, so maybe I'm still within that window. I just click the apply here button every single time it comes up just to see. I'm just going to bother them every single day. Art by SL is a Long Island Yankee fan. Okay, SL, I didn't realize you were up there. Nice. Redneck Atheist says, Control F5 that mofo, force it to reload. A McBride Motorsports coming in over on YouTube. There we go. Made it happen. Let's go. Timothy Holton coming in over on YouTube saying that Long Island is good. 5 boroughs drives me nuts. Can't say that I can follow that. I've never even been around New York. Like I said, Boston's probably about as close as I've gotten. Outside of like Pennsylvania visits, but lived in Boston for a couple years. McBride hit a personal record of 225 pounds on the incline for 3 last week. Nice. Looking to see if he can hit 5 reps tonight. There you go, brother. And here I was hearing you took a day off from the gym to like mess around with your ship. That doesn't sound like you're doing too much mess around with your ship there if you're hitting personal records. Yo, Carmelo Burks coming in with a subscription over on YouTube. Welcome, sir. Good to have you aboard here. Well, what do we have going on? What is happening tonight? I'll tell you a little bit about what happened over the weekend. So let me know if any of you guys are Pink Floyd fans. Because apparently there was an event, an IMAX event at the movie theaters around here. There were, I think for 2 nights maybe, I think it was a 2-day only event that they did the Live in Pompeii concert in IMAX. And that was like 1972, I want to say, is when that happened. 71 or 72. I think it was 72. So you get to see Pink Floyd in their early days. That's early Pink Floyd. That's pretty damn cool Pink Floyd, if I may say. Being a little bit of a Pink Floyd fan myself, Mrs. Tango picked up a couple tickets to it. We got to see that on the weekend, and boy, that was a good time. It's a little weird being the youngest person at an event like that, but it was kind of an old geezer's day out. Yeah. Most people there were, I gotta say, upper 60s, 70s, but had a great time there. Droney coming in. What's up? Droney saying, hi, Tango. Just got Wi-Fi back after the blackout in Spain. Oh, dude. This is the first I'm hearing of the blackout. What caused that? Glad to see that you're back online, though. McBride saying that you heal when you rest and grow. That's very good advice out there for anybody who's trying to meathead it out and hit the gym. If you're going to go 5 days a week, you got to rotate muscle groups. You got to give your muscles time to, like McBride was saying, rest, regroup, regrow. So yeah, so not while you're working out. So 5 by 5 is my goal, and then it will be a deload week. Okay, so what do you do for your deload week? What happens there? Do you scale back on weight a little bit, kind of get more into a comfort zone? Redneck Atheist on YouTube saying, been to New York a few times. No clue what a borough is, though. What's up, boroughs? That's also a lot of letters to spell boroughs, too. Just pointing that out. English is a funny language. Art by SL coming in on YouTube saying, my best friend's brother has a tribute band called Us and Floyd. Nice. Okay, a takeoff on Us and Them, huh? I like that. We have one that comes by Red Rocks here in Colorado. I don't know if you've heard of it. The Red Rocks concert venue. Pretty famous. We got one that comes out here called Brit Floyd. I've been wanting to get some tickets to go see them. A Pink Floyd cover over at Red Rocks sounds like probably the most drugged out thing I can think of. I can only imagine just the clouds of marijuana smoke everywhere. Good place to get a contact high. Probably a bad place to maintain a top secret clearance, I would imagine. Snowball coming in over on Twitch asking, did you get up and dance like a Swiftie would? I actually not, Mrs. Tango and I, we kept it fairly low key. There were some older folks there, probably saw Pink Floyd back in the day live, who were, hooting and hollering and clapping after every song. I'm like, it's a movie, dude. They can't hear you. So McBride likes to scale back to about 12 reps in weight, not to failure. There you go. Okay. All right. Hey, today's an exciting day, guys. Yeah, we had merch. The merch giveaway come to an end. So let's see what we got going on there. Hold on a sec. I'm going to refresh a couple things off screen, guys. Bear with me here. I got to see just how I get this thing announced. So I'm going to need to log into some admin stuff here. Yeah, I want to be able to tell you guys who won. Hopefully, it's one of my dear followers here. Just got to remember my passwords. Gosh. So difficult to remember. Okay, so we have one finished here. There we go. The monthly merch giveaway. That's what I want to get into. One winner unpicked. Okay, so I guess I get to push a button and it's going to pick a winner for me here. Let's draw the winner. Okay, so a little bit of information on this. As you guys may have seen over on X, and I'll pull that up for you. So I'm not just talking to nothing being shown here. Okay, so here we go. We got the Tango Tab t-shirt. That monthly merch giveaway, which admittedly, a little over a month. We actually started this A couple weeks into March. We wanted to cover March and April because we started up halfway through the month. So this next one here is just going to be for the month of May. It'll be a lot shorter time here. But during this time, we had 588 total entries. So quite a few entries there. Yo, Forbidden Lemons. Forbidden Lemons, what's up, sir? You're just in time for the merch giveaway. Lemons, I hope you entered. You're going to get a chance to win this fine Tango Tab t-shirt here. At some point here, I'm going to have to hit the liquid death. I'm getting real thirsty here, but we got something first to get out of the way. Okay. So we've got the 588 entries that we got to sort through here to pick out a winner. Now, as you guys know, there's a bunch of different things that you can do in order to enter the giveaway. A lot of them are going to be like single ticket items there. So if you're like following on X or if you sign up with YouTube, stuff like that, that gets you an entry. Members of the unit, though, over on Twitch, when you guys get in here, you guys get extra entries. So definitely a lot of leverage that you guys have. Forbidden Lemons coming in saying, God damn it, no, you didn't? There's time for the next month then. We're going to pick what our next merch giveaway is going to be tonight. Lemon's asking, what did I win? All right, here we go. Let's pick the winner. What do I have to do here? We'll click on this. I'm going to draw the winner here. Okay, winners to draw. Yes. We will go ahead and allow repeat winners. That's fine. Okay, and that goes out to Kate Brown. Kate Brown, if you're out there, we're going to send you the link here. Welcome, Kate Brown. And thank you very much. Kate Brown is the winner of this Tango Tab t-shirt here. Lemon's reminding me that he did smash that like. All right, guys, so this was a month-long giveaway. That was a bunch of entries here. Let's get another one started up. So first things first, we're going to need to head on over to the store here. All right, we do have some new merch out. I'm kind of thinking maybe we go for another t-shirt. T-shirts are pretty good to go. Maybe we go for the hat. We'll see if we stretch. Maybe we go for some other things here. Forbidden Lemons coming in saying, this isn't a gig when only hot chicks win. I mean, I didn't get to see what Kate Brown looks like, but she did win it. And that might be the rule. Maybe it is only hot chicks winning. I can't say that is the rule, because everybody does have a fair chance to win, even you, Lemons. And as far as I know, you're not a hot chick, sir. Oh, you got Snowball saying the mag dump. We're thinking mag dump. This would be a funny one. The mag dump mode. That would be a good one. Let me see here. Let's go to the t-shirts. Now, I do have some very nice murdered out versions of some popular t-shirts here. Decided to go cardinal red and black out everything on it. So we got the Skull Beret, the Tango Tab, and then the Fairbairn Sykes. That's all coming out in my murdered out line here. But we've got a few things here. Guys, I got in the Skull Beret t-shirt. I got that in. I wore that out the other night, as you guys may have seen on X or over on Discord. This logo came out just absolutely fantastic. The detail on that skull is absolutely crazy. McBride Motorsports coming in saying, I second mag dump. Okay, maybe we'll be doing mag dump here. I'm kind of liking that. Okay, does anybody have any other opinions on a different one, or are we going mag dump? We're going the cartoony route here. We did do a little updating. We put some text back into our Green-Eyed Devils here. Spring Break 2003 got a little light. All right, here are no others. I'm thinking we might be doing mag dump. Mag dump mode. Okay, guys. So I'm going to be setting that up then tomorrow off stream once I get that started. And then we'll probably launch. We'll secretly launch it offline. So if you guys hang out on X or if you guys are over on Discord, you guys will be first to know about this. We'll get that launched tomorrow then, and then we'll announce it live on the air the next time we're streaming on Thursday and get that sucker started up here. Lemon's hitting the sack there. Yeah, man, it's getting late over in the UK. Thank you so much for stopping on in, sir. It's so great having you around here. Forbidden Lemons, one of the day one homies. Big Escape from Tarkov streamer over there. Go check him out. Forbidden Lemons over on YouTube. Lemons, you also like to stream over on Twitch, right? He's got some great Tarkov content out there, guys. All right, so giveaway, good to go. Prince Sahu coming in over on the vertical. Yo, Prince, what's up? Good to see you on in here. All right, let's close out the store. Very good. Get back to our chatting here because I got to open up Liquid Death. We're going with the Root Beer Wrath tonight. Again, I'm out of all my tall boys. So we're going to be rocking out on the shorty root beer. All right, get the first pour in here. Let that fizz settle out. I am thirsty. Woo. Lemon's coming in with my my tango can there.
You know when you've been tangoed.
Art by SL coming in over on YouTube reminding me, hey, don't forget your keys. Thank you, sir. I always forget my keys. Hitting the Twitch just to boost that algorithm before I go. There we go. Thank you so much for Forbidden Lemons. Appreciate you, sir. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who is a Class 3 FFL? McBride? We need to do some business, sir. McBride Motorsports coming in over on YouTube saying that mini cans, so cute. Some would call this a standard size can. This is 12 ounces, right? Some people would call this standard. We're not hitting mini cans unless we get the half cans of Purple Rippets. But we much prefer the tall boys there. All right, top off the old can, and we'll be ready to run.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. Snowball, thank you so much for that blurp there, sir. Office blurps, very key around here. McBride Motorsports coming in over on YouTube saying, seriously, thinking about getting a Class 3 FFL, but not sure if I want the headache. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about some business options here. Getting into a little customization, a little bit of Cerakoting, a little bit manufacturing, small manufacturing there. And I think in order to be able to do business and shift around, particularly lowers for firearms, I think you got to have an FFL. Maybe not Class 3, though. Probably just a simple FFL. Which I forget which class that would fall under. But, yeah, I think definitely would need one in order to be able to do business that way. Red Deck Atheist coming in over on YouTube saying, keys, meds, second brain cell. Oh, right, the orange cat is what needs that. That orange cat. Ah, poor Willie Nelson. Yeah, no second brain cell there. They all share just one. All right, guys. Let's jump in, grab ourselves a server in Gray Zone Warfare. Here we go. McBride Motorsports saying, my uncle had one, and he said the ATF can come inspect your stuff at any time without a warrant. Not sure I want them to have access to my house like that. He let his lapse. So, is it your house? What if it's your business? If you have your business as the FFL. Because again there, yeah, same. I value my privacy in my home. Would rather not just have surprise knocks at the door, you know, as opposed to your guys' knocks. All right, we still have black screen of death here. Let's switch out and back in here. There we go. There it is. All right, Orm is saying we run in the SKS. Oh, bro. First off, I don't think I've got an SKS build in the inventory. I most definitely do not. Pretty sure I sell off... Well, hey, we have an SKS. It's not a great build. It's a decent build. I've got... What's that, a 3.5 scope on? The P-Lod? No, the P-Lod 2.5. Well, shoot, we can try. Do I do that? Let's see here. Let's get back. I need to go to a nice spot here that I can drop off all this stuff. Let's go right here. Get all of my red-tipped 8.56 out. We were playing with that at night. That was kind of fun. Seeing some tracers in the night. Okay. We got that. Let's get our dollars out of here. And get my M4 out. Fits very nicely up there. I will even free up some space there by putting my leap. I don't need that. If we're going to be running SKS. Artisan's got my back. Is Artisan the go-to for it? We'll go check out Artisan then. And Orem is recommending 7.62x39 at Tracers or BP. There we go. Steven Riffle coming in with the 10 subs. Good Lord, Steven. Dropping them. We're going to have quite a few names rolling over here. God dang, guy. Thank you so much. And we got Daily Dose up in the Twitch chat here, receiving one of those gifted subs. Very nice. Steven, hello to you, good sir. How you doing tonight, man? How's your week kicking off? Absolute W gift there, man. Yeah, thank you so much. Do appreciate you. Big supporter of the channel, Steven Riffle there. Coin holder of the unit. I may say, coin holding member of the unit. It's all right. Could be worse. There you go. That's not a bad place to be in. Okay, what is the deal with this SKS then? I may need a little assistance in dressing this sucker up, because I can't imagine this is the best way to go. First of all, let's start off with a scope. What scope should I be rocking on this thing? Or can I just throw can I throw a razor on there? If I get, let me see here. Let's go ahead and poach off my other M4 here. We'll poach off of that. This SKS should be able to reach out and touch someone, right? So let's take off the P-Lod. Let's move over these 30mm rings. Look at that. That sucker does work. Steven Riffle, number 009. There you go, man. Those low numbers, they're gone. They're only going to get higher from here. Single-digit coin holder, by the way. Daily Dose coming in over on Twitch. Howdy, Tango. Well, howdy to you, sir. Very nice stopping by and getting the gifted dropped on you there. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, I don't know very much about the SKS. We at least did something. We upgraded the optics on it. Okay, so let's go over to Artisan then. You can throw a Razor or the 3x5 18 Voodoo. Hey, we're going Razor for sure. Razor's going to be the way to go. Redneck Atheist coming in over on YouTube. He's saying, back in my younger years, I was seriously thinking about an FFL, but then 2008 pulled the rug out from underneath me. Stopped you from getting your FFL, huh? All right, so we need a 7.62x39. Are the mags different? What mags can I use? Are they SKS specific mags? Or is it just going to be 7.62? Wait. I can... Where's the SKS at? AKMs. Here's the SKS. Okay, this will tell me what mags will work. They are SKS specific mags. So we're going to need to get like 3 of these suckers because we want the big ones. That's what she said. All right, so mags. Do we want a foregrip? I imagine if we can fit one on here. Let's see. What other things can we upgrade? I'll probably need to get that tri-rail if I want to put anything up front, right? SKS 36 rounders, they are specific mags. Okay, there we go. McBride Motorsports coming in on YouTube saying, I want 0.3. This hurts. You get a little bit spoiled playing that update and then having to come back to the normal play, huh? Coming back to old 0.2, you can never come back. Steven Riffle said, you said that's what she said before I could. Hey, it's never too late, man. You can hit us up with that blurb. That's fine. All right, so yeah, it's looking like this rail is going to be... Actually, no, that tri-rail doesn't fit, does it? Well, what the hell? I could throw an adapter on there to get a suppressor. Does this thing have an adapter on it yet? I think it does. So it has an adapter. Okay, that's cool. Turbo coming in over on Twitch. Is this the Winds of War 0.3 waiting room? We are waiting here, sir. We are waiting for 0.3, but we will have a chance to play it early before release. We will be playing some pre-release 0.3, so be on the lookout for that. Okay, so with the adapter, because I do have that adapter, what fits? Well, crap. Okay, so we go with the adapter, then I have to, what, put another adapter on there before I can put a suppressor? And none of these suppressors just go straight on? Is that what I'm seeing? I'm so confused. The PBS does, but it looks like there's a certain... Okay, so it goes onto that adapter. Okay, we'll just get a PBS and see what happens. Get the old PBS. Now, is there some sort of bottom rail on this guy? I see a bottom rail. I even see side rails. Okay, so we can mount things there. You have to take the adapter off to put the suppressor on. For real? Okay. That thing just fits straight on bare barrel then, huh? Coming back to 0.2 felt really weird. Still a great game, but 0.3 is going to be something else. Timothy Holton coming in on YouTube with that. Yeah, so we had a couple guys up in here who were playing the playtest for 0.3, and they're all saying the same thing. It is just leaps and bounds ahead of where we're at in 0.2, and it's kind of difficult coming back to 0.2. That's good to hear, man. We're all going to be super excited for this thing to come out then. Does that mean you have an idea of when 0.3 drops, Turbo? I am bound to secrecy, sir. That's all I will say about that. Bound to secrecy. Okay, so in this case, it looks like I've got Picatinny on the bottom. Maybe then, let's go ahead and get these couple of items there. Maybe we can go to Gunny. I bet my AFG will fit. AFG 2, because I think it's Picatinny, right? Yeah. Yeah, that one's Picatinny. All right, we'll throw that on there. Let's get the laser and light show happening here as well, which, if I recall, I'm still not all that great at remembering who has all this stuff here. Let's get that. And then maybe Banshee has my Peck. I'm going to throw a Peck on there. Yeah, Peck 15. Let's try putting that on there. Beautiful. And let's do a little bit of modification then. Steven Riffle coming in over on Twitch saying, I've been working on getting a photographer to send you the pictures of the Claymore hoodie. The bathroom mirror is not worthy. So, Steven, I actually definitely need pictures of that, man. You may think I'm joking. You may think I ask everybody of this, but I have not seen that version of the military green for that hoodie. And I know that it's not the best representation on the website. I think it looks much better in real life from what I'm hearing, so I need to definitely see some pictures of that. But on your timeline, no hurry, brother. Snowball coming in over on Twitch saying, time to bribe Tango, brother. I am not able to be bribed. I am trustworthy. Oh, come on. It won't fit? It says it will. How come it won't? Cannot add modified. Oh, requires more space. Okay, so I need more space up in here. Where's my SKS at? Let's bring the P-Lod up because I want to sell that sucker. It's garbage. This adapter, garbage. Okay, we should have the space for it now. Hi guys, this is a weapons building sim stream here, where we just build rifles all night. Okay, there we go. We are suppressed. Let's get the magazine out of here. We're not going to want that. What good ammo do I want? I want BP and Tracer, right? What's in here? We got SP. We don't want that, right? That's no good. That's no good. Okay, we'll get rid of that crap. And let's go see who has the ammo I want. All right, so we need 7.62 by 39. Who's got the good stuff? SP, SP. Here's Tracer. Is it just Tracer? Is that all I can get? Enhanced interrogation techniques, Turbo? Are you going to try waterboarding me, bro? Redneck Atheist coming in over on YouTube. But we have cookies, but it will cost you. I have a feeling I know what it's going to cost me. Okay, so it looks like I can't buy BP. Please confirm. We can go a Tracer. Let's work with that. We'll work with some Tracer. Okay, these are 35 rounders. I got to keep that in mind. Now, they don't have larger magazines than 35 rounders for the SKS, correct? Okay, this boy now has a full magazine of Tracer. Yep, just 35s. Okay, there we go. BP is loot from the YBL Boss's AK mags and ammo boxes, maybe. Okay, so maybe we go over to YBL and go shred some dudes up. Steven Riffle coming in. Tango, if you don't give us at least a hint, you can kiss your current doors and future doors goodbye. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ah. Okay. A hint. A hint. So, you know how Mad Finger Games says that they're going to be doing fall and spring updates, right? Fall and spring updates. This is going to be a spring update. There you go. There you go. There's your hint. Okay, here we go. AFG. Oh, no. It's not going to fit, does it? Here's rail. Not compatible. Light is right. Laser is. Why is my bottom rail? Okay, we'll go right and left. I was pretty sure there's a bottom rail right there. I'm looking at it. Is it not long enough? That's what she said. Okay. So the AFG2 doesn't seem to be fitting. Maybe the DD grip will. Guys, help me out if you know what I'm doing wrong here. Let's try Gunny. Let's try DD grip, which ought to be Picatinny. That sucker's Picatinny. DD vertical foregrip. Ah, McBride saying Mark 11 stock. Can I? Okay. Steven saying not a bad hint, to be honest. I mean, it's still true. Nothing that Mad Finger Games has not put out, so I'm not violating anything. Orem is saying, yeah, I couldn't get the Strike Force stock to work. Snowball, don't you guys do it. Orem is saying, change it to the Mark II Sabertooth, and the AFG should work. Well, we did just pick up the DD. Let's see if the DD works. The DD definitely does not work. Okay, so there's something wrong with my stock. I'm assuming this stock is going to be with Artisan, and it is called, what do we have? The Mark II or the Mark 11 stock? McBride's saying Mark 11. Let's get down to the stocks here. That's not Mark 11 too. Is that Mark II? SKS stock. That's a pretty rad looking stock, actually. I kind of like that. What else do we have? Stocks. Is that the only chassis for it? Here's the Strike Force. You were saying that you couldn't get that to work? Huh. Yeah, and that's the one that I have on here currently. That's the Strike Force that is on here. Pull that over here. Is it going to tell me? Strike Force stock. Okay, so maybe it's the stock that's the issue. Let's go Mark II. Mark II. Got it. Okay, so we'll need to be doing some serious fixing up then. Mark II, and then what? You guys said something else. Is it just the stock? Maybe it's just the stock. Okay. Are we going to stick with the M4 little buttstock on here? So we need to fix this guy up. How is that going to work? So I'm not going to be able to just take this off, will I? Oh, I guess so. That does kind of let me take it off altogether. But then I need to move everything else from here. So we're going to want the tube. The tube came over with the buttstock. That's nice. Light goes right. Peck goes, I guess, left. All right. And then we're not going to need this Strike Force stock anymore. Except I'm missing a pistol grip. How? Where's my... I guess I have to go get a new pistol grip. All right, what pistol grip's going to work, guys? Let's see here. This is probably going to be just for M4s, huh? I don't imagine that sucker's going to fit. What kind of pistol grips do we have for the SKS? How about if I highlight the stock? Okay, here's the Mark 11, or the Mark II. None of the pistol grips are highlighting, though. Huh. Oh, M4 grips work. There we go. Orem kicking in another door tonight. Orem, we're going to be running low on doors, man. That's two. That's two tonight. McBride is saying, sorry, I was taking rounds to my plate while I was typing. Dude, are you deep in gray zone warfare right now? All right, so if M4 grips are going to work, let's get the DD grip. We like the DD. Okay, so now we're functional. We got the DD grip. We can put the AFG. Oh, beautiful. Okay, look at that. That is an operational weapon now. That is operational. We'll sell everything else back. Don't think I need anything else. All right, I will sell to Artisan because she's been very helpful tonight. You can have all of that back for a grand $182. Very nice. McBride saying I'm using AFG2. There we go. AFG2, I do think fits my play style. I need all the arm stam that I can get. My arm stam is terrible. Plus, if I'm gonna go absolute, I'm thinking of words that I can say that aren't going to be bad. If I go absolute mag dump mode, I'm gonna need all the arm stam that I can get. All right, tracers. Let's get all my backup tracers in here. Let's move a few of these over. I need some space up in my plate carrier. Plate carrier's looking a little hurt. Let's do some repair on that. Plate carrier's getting low. Plate carrier's actually getting a little low. I'm pretty sure I've got some backup M2s. There we go. So let's take this guy off before it gets too chalked. And then we will sell that back. Handshake, you can have that. All right, what are we thinking? Is that enough? Is that enough ammo? You guys know that's not enough ammo. Back to Artisan, and let's get another full complement of tracer rounds. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get all that over here. Straight columns of tracer. How heavy am I after that? Yo, Fried coming in over on YouTube. What's up, man? Finally, I found you again. You're the one who got me into Gray Zone, watching one of your streams a month-ish ago. Been loving the game so much. Thank you, but hey, that's what I like to hear, man. So first of all, you got introduced to Gray Zone Warfare. I think that is awesome. Secondly, you got introduced through this community. That's really cool there too, man. And you're deep into Gray Zone Warfare now, aren't you? So if it was just a month ago, you've been solidly in 0.2 then, man. You are in for a treat when 0.3 drops. This is going to be awesome. Redneck Atheist coming in saying, nods on helmet. There we go. You guys are keeping me nice and straight. Let's take the nods off. And don't forget our keys, which I think we're supposed to go shred people up over at YBL first, right? YBL. Here we go. Those are the keys I want for YBL. Okay, I remembered my keys this time, guys. How about that? Fried coming in over on YouTube saying, yep, that's my new rabbit hole, and I'm craving for the 0.3 update. Would love to play a couple tasks with you, but sadly here in Italy, it's 3 a.m. now. Oh, boy. It does get late over there in Europe. Yeah, there's a bit of a time difference, which I'm glad you could check in with us, man. Glad to see you. Even though it is super late. Or super early, depending on your perspective. All right, where did my SKS go? All right, so gear is good. Ammo, fully loaded. Food and water. Got all of our grenades. We have our keys this time. Let's check in on our meds, and then we're going to go shred it up over at YBL. All right, we got 2 S-bands. That's getting a little low. A little worried about this. 1 splint, 1 paraset. A little low, but not enough to deter me, I think. We are at 51 and 54, so we are heavy. Let's go do it, guys. Let's go hit YBL. Alcatraz is over there. He might be shredding it up, though.
Raven wheels up for base camp.
Let us go, gentlemen. We're going to be doing some SKSing. Now, this sucker is not select fire. I forgot that about SKSs. Meds, we are good on meds, Snowball. Actually, we're a little light on meds. We're medded out enough. McBride is saying, I haven't played since the beta, and it shows. I'm not dead yet, but man, I am foobar or snafu, depending on how you look at it. Boys, that's exactly how I felt trying to get back into Escape from Tarkov Arena over on Friday. When you don't play a game for a long enough time, holy cow, do you feel rusty. There's just something about the physics of these games. You get used to it. And when you start playing a game that has...
No! God!
No!
No! God! Please, no!
Please,
no! No!
Are we going?
No!
No! We're not dead yet, dude. We're still good. Or was that for McBride? Yeah, we haven't died yet. You guys know that Mrs. Tango is upstairs. She can hear me when I yell. Whenever I'm doing those blurps, those yelly blurps. So she always knows when I'm dying, right? And then she always knows when I'm doing the war face. Oh, that was for Tarkov? Yeah. Yeah, Tarkov. Tarkov's a heartbreaker.
Approaching the LZ.
Tarkov is a heartbreaker, but I can't... I've got to give Tarkov its credit, man. Tarkov is most definitely king in the segment here. It's an extremely thorough game to play. And when you make Tarkov your main game, you can be pretty darn good at it. It can be pretty fun. But you gotta be in repetitions with it, man. You gotta get those reps in.
Let me see your war face! Ah! Bullshit! You didn't convince me! Let me see your real war face! Ah! You don't scare me! Work on it! Sir, yes, sir!
There we go. We got the war face. McBride coming in saying, my wife is the same. Guys, I'm hoping that I'm not blowing out my mic when I do that. It should be pinning the very top range of my mic when that happens. I'm hoping it's not pushing through any super crazy audio and popping out. McBride,
FBI,
what's getting you screaming, dude?
Move out!
Turbo kicking in another door there. That's, what, 3 doors now? Are we down to 3 doors? All right, it's happening. It's happening over at YBL already. I'm going to have to remember this sucker is single fire only. We are not select fire. 3 doors down. That's exactly what I was thinking, Redneck Atheist. I know you guys are going to be able to get some of those callbacks. McBride Motorsports coming in saying, wife did some medical training at work today in case of an active shooter at work. She now wants IFAC kits for each of our vehicles. There you go, brother. There you go. Plenty of places to look for IFACs. Yeah. I pieced one together for my pistol belt rig from Blue Force Gear. That's one of the ones that, I mean, a lot of operators like to use the Blue Force Gear IFACs. You can get the mini ones from them. Let's get the light on as well. Not necessarily an endorsement, but just my preference. That's how I like to go. Who is it? John Lovell from Warrior Poet Society also has some really good IFACs. He's got some really good just medical equipment stuff in some very interesting chassis. Oh, wow. Okay, so Orum's coming in. I want an IFAC just in case, but man, they're a bit pricey. So they are, yeah. You got to keep that in mind, right? The medical equipment for an IFAC is kind of pricey. And I think we just scared each other. It's kind of pricey, and it also expires. So keep that in mind. Medical equipment expires. Oh, we got dead bodies here. That's not great. That's not great. So I got to find the boss and see if he's been looted up already. Trying to remember just exactly what sets him apart. Oh, wait. No, I didn't want that. That's an operator there. What did I pick up? Chest bag. Here's where I can use my keybind for a drop. Boss guy has the blue bandana. Okay. No doors left. Art by SL. I've got no doors. This must be him then. He's got the blue bandana. He must have already had his weapon taken, though. What did we have here? SP. Okay, yeah. So whoever came by and schwacked this guy, looks like he's already taken all the weapons and ammo. He's got the BP already. So he likes using the 7.62 and has already snapped it all up, which is too bad. Too bad for us. Single shot, guys. I can't go mag dump mode in this thing. I don't know how I feel about that. I might find myself in situations where I'm going to need a mag dump. Who wants to guess if I'm going to die in that situation? Probably a good bet. This thing does put him down pretty fast, though. Just aim and shoot well. Thank you, Turble. Don't miss. You guys are spot on with your advice tonight. I mean, so far, so good. I'd be curious to compare the MOA on this build to my M4. I do hear some shuffling. I think he's above me. And then that chirping is probably inside that building. Probably. Yeah. This thing hits pretty hard. This thing does hit pretty hard. Click heads, easy. Snowball saying we're going trigger dump. Trigger dump. Click, 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 click. We just got click heads all night. McBride Motorsports coming in on YouTube saying, oh, yes, you can. Just need that finger reactive time. Orem coming in saying, I'm hoping we can turn off all the lights in the bunker next season. Like a singular circuit breaker. You can shoot out the lights. I know that's coming. All right, where's my jump over? Here we go. All right, so that was kind of a dry hole. Where do we go to next? Where is next? I should hope it hits hard with the 7.62. Yeah, if you think about it. Kind of like a zippier 300 blackout. Turbo coming in. We'll be able to shoot out all the lights in 0.3. I'm pretty sure they're working on that. I don't know if it's going to be like coming in with the drop itself or if it's going to be later on. But yeah, that was one of the features that they announced. You're going to be shooting out lights now. What a rip for real. Tell me about it, man. I came here specifically looking for BP ammo. All right, that means... Actually, we're pretty close by. We're close by, but we already got 2 dudes up in here. Midnight Sapphire kind of seems like a better place for this SKS. Let's go up to Midnight Sapphire.
Up for Lima 1.
Get some long distance shooting there, though. McBride Motorsports coming in over on YouTube saying, this task said I would lose like 150 rep with Artisan. I was at 3,500 and she's now at 2,320. Is that going to be rep with the trader?
This is Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember just how I screwed up all my stuff because I definitely did that. And I did that with, not Artisan, though. I'm trying to remember who I kept on losing rep with. That was really bad. Zippier 300 Blackout with corrosive primers. That's right. And steel cases. Pretty garbage ammo, actually, if we're honest. What the hell? I didn't get my rewards either? McBride! It was with Lab Rat. That's correct. Yep. Redneck Atheist remembers.
Hurry up and get in.
All right. On our way. Guys, I'm going to step away for a quick second here.
Strap in. We're
Get
heading
these
out.
sinuses cleared out, and we'll be back and rocking here. Yeah, man, my allergies have been kicking my ass these past couple weeks. It's been crazy. McBride, I would recommend if you go on to Gray Zone Warfare's Discord. I think you can put in a ticket there, or you can shoot a message over on Discord, and they can check that out. Maybe help you out with that. Oh no, so now both her and Turncoat are at level 2. Turncoat was your last trader to level 3. That's pretty rough, man. Josh Clark coming in over on the vertical. Josh Clark also hit us with the 3 doors down. Josh, I hope you're still there, man. I just now saw Josh Clark hanging out over on the vertical there. I got to turn my head to see that. This is a pretty great game. Just found it a few months ago. There we go. But what is Escape from Tarkov? Escape from Tarkov was really the game to pioneer this all with the extractor looter shooters. And it came out, I want to say 2017-ish. Hey, Josh, you're still there. Nice. All right. So now we get to talk about this. Escape from Tarkov came out in 2017, and it's been in development ever since.
30 seconds.
So similar concept with the extractor, but it is like, there's so many differences between Gray Zone Warfare and Escape from Tarkov that it's not really worth, I think, comparing the two anymore. They're completely separate games, and I think with 0.3 Gray Zone Warfare, it's going to make it even more different. But I would say, to put a short point on it, Escape from Tarkov was like the first extractor looter shooter game. It's got a Russian setting, so it's kind of like an apocalyptic Soviet type of setting. A lot of the mechanics that you find in Gray Zone Warfare, as far as like building weapons and managing your stash and doing all that, is just so much more intricate with all the development that it's had. That being said, it's a very hardcore game, dude. It's not for the faint of heart. I'd say it's always worth a try. If you're interested in these kinds of games, Escape from Tarkov, definitely worth a shot. If you're going to get into it, though, it definitely does take some time to get good at it. There is a heavy barrier to entry getting into Escape from Tarkov, a big learning curve. Turbo coming in over on Twitch saying, it's that time of year. I'm sleepy all the time from allergies. I need to get onto a new medication, I think, man. I think I'm on Allegra, like generic Allegra. I'm not sure it's doing me any good. Probably time to rotate. Or I'm coming in saying, wasn't Escape from Tarkov 6 years into dev before it was released in beta? That might be the case, man. I caught on to it. Gosh, it would have been 2019, 2020, maybe, somewhere around that time frame. I started getting into Escape from Tarkov, if that's any indication. I know Mystics was in there pretty early. Mystics has been playing it for, God, a long time, so he knows the early days. But yeah, it's been forever beta since then, right? That's kind of the joke with Tarkov.
FBI, open up!
And that's like the last door I got in my house, man. Beastman's calling in the FBI on me, kicking in my door. What's going on, Beastman's? Beastman's. Oh, I am very tired. Out of breath. The people are getting into gunfights at Midnight Sapphire now. Or maybe just outside Midnight Sapphire. Let's see if we can get into the action here. McBride Motorsports coming in on YouTube. Coworker would not shut up about it in 17. Kept trying to get me to play. Hey, man, people who get into Tarkov are, like, religious about it. And I can't blame them, because you kind of have to be if you're going to get good, right? Tarkov is one of those where if you slack, people are going to surpass you, and PvP is just impossible. Now, that said, they do have a PvE mode, which basically gives you a server all to yourself. You get to play around, fight the AI. There are no other players in there. You can take some in with you. You and your buddies can go play. And it doesn't wipe either, so the hideout that you build, all the weapons that you collect up remain yours over time. I actually prefer that PvE version of Escape from Tarkov. Oh, dudes! Did you see my shots going off his armor? What the hell? I am very, very wavy now. Guys, I just rang shots off that dude, and you could see the ricochets. Where was I at? Yeah, Escape from Tarkov and the PvE version, I think, is much better, at least for people who have a job, you know, people who have lives, people who can't play games for, 8 to 12 hours a day, every day. They call it blue-collar Tarkov, and I think it's the most accessible and very much the way to get introduced to it if you can get the version with the PvE on there. Very good way to play it. Kind of like Rust or DayZ then. Ooh, I don't know if that's a fair comparison there. So, yeah, dude, it's a lot more like Gray Zone than it would be DayZ. A lot more like Gray Zone. So you have the similar mechanics where you have to go into a map. Oh, holy crap. Oh my God, I did not see that guy. Well, we are dead AF now. There ain't nobody come get us. I'm gonna have to figure out where my body's at. I was not paying attention whatsoever. Hold on, let me collect myself up here. I got bodies, I can go get some stuff there. Yo, Snowball coming in with the gifted sub. Very nice. Going out to Call of Halo. Thank you so much, Snowball. Got the gifts out there, guys. So we have the ranks of the unit keep on swelling on a nightly basis. You guys drop so many gifted subs. It is absolutely insane. Okay, back to Foxtrot 1. Hey, I got Womble. I'm going to tail Womble in there. I wonder if Womble got schwacked. I thought Womble may have been with me. Yeah. Okay, let's go see if I can go grab my body. So Escape from Tarkov. You have to get into a map. You got to run tasks. You got to collect up gear. If you die, I mean, you're going to lose your gear. It's not like Gray Zone Warfare allows you to go back out there and get your stuff. Yo, McBride Motorsports coming in with a gifted sub over to the Pipe Hitters on YouTube. That's going out to Gregory Walters there. McBride Motorsports, another big supporter of the unit. Keeping those ranks nice and full there. Thank you so much, sir. Josh Clark over on the Vertical saying that seems to be a trend nowadays. More games require you to spend 40 hours a week playing just to have a chance. We need more games playable for people with jobs. 100% agree, dude. Oh, what the? Did I jump on the wrong helicopter, guys? I did it again. That's not where I wanted to be. We're at Bravo 1. Okay.
Request denied. All available birds are in flight.
Rookie mistake? No, this is a Tango mistake, guys. Tango mistake. I think that's our next t-shirt. We're going to put a helicopter on there, and we're just going to say Tango mistake. Golly. Was not paying attention. This happens. This is happening a lot more often now. I get too engaged.
Negative. All birds are currently dispatched.
I get too engaged with chat. My brain just isn't braining anymore, and then I go onto the wrong helicopter. All right, what's the next one available? We got about like 10 seconds left. Yeah, but this thing about them making games that require so much time is it's crazy.
Confirmed. Raven en route to Bravo 1.
And there are so few like actual players who are going to be playing that much. I can't tell you how many times I requested a drop off at the location I was wanting to pick up. Oh, dude, yeah, that's what I was doing when I was first getting into Gray Zone Warfare. Absolutely. And that completely screws up the pilot, for sure. Turbo coming in saying, I wondered when I saw the guy on the heli next to you. Yeah, I thought that was somebody just jumping on my bird to go out. Art by SL saying, keys. The keys are on my body, dude. Oh, but I didn't bring Midnight Sapphire keys. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I should have brought my Midnight Sapphire keys. McBride Motorsports coming in on YouTube. He's saying, broke my legs jumping off the damn Connex at base. Well, at least you're right there, man. You can buy some splints. How did that happen? Were you too heavy? Were you just too reckless? Were you doing a hey, look at me moment? Is this my guy? That's not my guy. That's not my guy. I just about did it again. There we go. We backed away from that one. I just about did it again. Back-to-back wrong helicopters would have been just way too shameful. Turbo saying it's hard because on one hand, if you balance a game towards those with jobs and not a lot of time in the game, it usually just means less content and progression. Yeah, you got a point there. So there's less to do, which is a rough trade to make. So games with multiple modes. like Escape from Tarkov, I think do it right. Right? A lot of people were not very happy with the PvE mode when it came out. But there's just a certain segment of us gamers where it just works. It is a mode of Tarkov that is accessible to us. Gray Zone Warfare does it differently, right? They do it a little bit differently, but I think it's kind of the same way. Hardcore parkour. McBride, that's how you break your legs, doing that parkour. Those damn wrong helis. How do I do that? All right, we took a little detour, but we're on track now. McBride Motorsports coming in over on YouTube saying, are they going to do an open beta for 0.3 before release like they did with the last one? Not exactly, no. Not exactly. There is going to be a pre-release for content creators that work with Gray Zone Warfare. Hey, Sniperish coming in with the raid. Sniper, what's going on, brother? Welcome on in, Raiders. We are recovering our shame. We died unceremoniously out here at Midnight Sapphire, and we also jumped on the wrong helicopter to get back out here, so it's very shameful tonight. Trying to cover that back up. Raiders, how you doing? Happy Tuesday to y'all. Welcome on in. Jay Roxy coming in. Hey, Roxy, we're not wearing the hat tonight. Good evening, Mr. Sexy Hair. Well, good evening to you, Miss Roxy. Snipers saying I'll trade you some of my deaths. Dude, did you have a rough night tonight for deaths? How'd it go, man? Hey, Snowball hooking up Sniper with the sub over there. Thank you so much, Snowball. Bad, just bad. What made it so bad? Who was it? Who hurt you, man? Do we need to go talk to him? Sniper, I think you were something, man. I think it just came all back around again. Did I get a haircut? It looks shorter on the sides. No, I just got the ears lowered. Yeah, the ears are just a little lower. It was Ty, wasn't it? Sniper, was it Ty? Do we need to go get Ty the business? All right, here we go. Dead body run. Is this Womble? Is this Womble?
You want a shotgun?
Tolbarone. Nah, it's good. I'm good, sir. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this guy?
Shotgun if you want. Oh, where'd he go?
Skeletor.
He's on the truck if you want that shotgun, buddy.
I'm good. Shotguns. Shotgun's not my deal. This Sisby got you good? Oh no, Bush Wookiees, dude. Bush Wookiees are the worst. Those guys. The Southeast Asian blood bush. That's what they are. Yeah, well, it still looks good either way. Thank you so much, Roxy. Yeah, my hairstylist does me real good. Very talented. Shout her out, Katie over at Scissors and Scotch out here. Woo. Great haircuts, man.
That's what she said.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, that's what she said. Golf course, past the blue sign, blue 2 sign near the road. Okay. Okay, we got a location. Redneck Atheist remembered where I died because I totally was not paying attention. Chat was going off, could not pay attention. Bay Danny coming in over on Twitch. I missed the Viking look. Oh, you talking about the long hair, shaved sides, long beard. I'll tell you who's not missing the Viking look. It's my work. I'll bet you my work is not missing the Viking look. Shreddy Days coming in. What's up, brother? Shreddy. I mean, so far, not bad. Just a lot of careless mistakes tonight. We've died already. As I was responding to chat, got schwacked. I'm hoping hoping homeboy who killed me is not still out over there. Actually, yeah, I probably do need to find some gear. Just a little bit to protect my neck, you know? That, and I also hopped onto the wrong helicopter. Almost did it twice, actually. That was not great. I don't think there's a body on that bridge. You gotta go up to the next one. If you're not trying, you're not dying. I think that's the other way around, right? At least that's the way that I usually hear that motivational speech. I have been dying. It has been happening. Oh, that is rough. Thank you, Danny, for that one. That was a hell of a way to die. Snowball, and Tango knows when 0.3 is dropping, it won't spill. I will not, man. That is under lock and key. That is under lock and key. We do not want to jeopardize any relationship that we have with Gray Zone Warfare or Madfinger Games. This guy has no frickin' armor on him. That ain't good. I know there was somebody else I did take out with armor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I did see another guy up here. Drop, drop, drop. Drop. Oh,
You know when you've been tangoed.
okay. All right. Well, we don't have to worry about our gear anymore. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. How did I just get so careless tonight? Snipers, ouch. All right, we got to rebuild. We got to rebuild. Ouch. Dude, that was... It's not been my best night of Gray Zone tonight. It has been very, very not good, if I can put it that way. All right, let's get a helmet on. We do have an M2 spare. Beautiful. I need some ears so I can cut out this background noise. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Okay, now, refit. We're back into it. Let's go back with the M4. We lost that SKS. I did kind of like that SKS build. That was pretty legit. Do we have Midnight Sapphire keys? There they are. McBride. What is up with that, dude? Oh, I lost my optic there. Okay. Gunny, hook it up. We need 30mm rings. And where's the glass at? And the glass. Let's do it. Is there any reason that I should be running the Spectre DR? To be honest, I've very rarely used the Spectre DR. It's kind of a finicky optic in real life. I wonder if it's just as finicky here in the game. Okay, get our mags. Oh, dude, the AFAX. I need to build me another set of MFAX here. Okay, we'll just build straight out. So we're going to want S-bands. Yep, we're going to need a couple of bloods. We're going to need our stop ouchies there along with the splints. And a surge kit of some sort. What else am I missing? Cat. Yep, we need a cat. Redneck Atheist. I mean... If I start saying it in German, my pronunciation's probably not going to be all that great. Okay, so that with the cat, that's good. Couple bloods in my next MFAC. That one's full. Let's get the splints and the painkillers and then a suture kit. Beautiful. Okay, we need big belt. And I do believe that's Turncoat with the big belt and the bag. Okay, cool, cool. That's all set. Do I have any grenades? Don't think I've got any grenades. We'll go back to a gunny here. And what's he got for me? Get about 4 M26s. Stop bleeds, ouchies, organ fixers, and the vampire bait. There we go. I like the vampire bait. Food and water. We're getting a little bit more efficient at this. I do like these grays. Let's be using the grays. Josh Clark in an Asian accent says, "Why you no get down? Why you no get down?" I tried to hit the button. I think I was hitting the wrong button. I was probably smashing my local VoIP key, is what I'm guessing. The local VoIP just did not do what I needed it to do, which was get my ass down. For whatever reason, my brain was not braining. And that's how we end up in this situation. Okay, I know you guys are asking yourselves, and maybe saying out in chat, why am I clicking and dragging every single piece? Well, because I want to put these things in a very specific place. That's how I roll. Okay. Let's get the cool guy shades. We're going to go Gators. And what kind of masks do I have? Anything good? Have I lost all my cool guy masks? I may have. I think they would have been in here otherwise, in my cases, which they appear to not be anymore. So we will go regular ass camouflaged mask. Boom, boom. My guy looks ready to run. Yeah, okay, so let's go, Midnight Sapphire.
Request
You owe me a
denied.
fight.
All available birds are in flight.
Although Womble may have already just absolutely cleared out hotel. He's there. So what to do? What to do? Josh Clark, I've had that happen. Also, had it not let me up when I was trying to run like hell. Yeah, there are situations where it feels like maybe some of these keybinds just don't do what you want them to do, or at least do it as fast as you would like it to happen. I'll just end up smashing keys. I'm like, why is it not working? That was a case. I could have swore I was hitting my prone key, and I think I was smashing my VoIP key. Too close together. That and Tarkov may have thrown me off, because I know that my keys are switched around in Tarkov.
Negative. All birds are in the air.
Ah, come on. Come on, I need one available. Snowball coming in is Roxy Mrs. Tango. She's not Mrs. Tango, no. She's not. She's thrown it up in chat, though. I can see how you would get that mixed up. McBride Motorsports coming in over on YouTube asking, or he's saying, uploaded my SKS build in Discord builds. I think it was identical to what you built. Let's check it out. As soon as I get this damn bird.
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to base camp.
Okay. We're running the same old, same old. I'm going to get another SKS build. That was a good run. I like the SKS. Which I can't believe I'm saying, because I hate those weapons. All right, let's check it out. The build. Very similar. I think your buttstock might be a little bit different here. I'll pull it up in chat here in a sec. Actually, I got a minute. We can do that. Oh, let's see what we got here. How do I open? No, I don't want to do any of that. I want you to open in browser. Where did the option go to open in browser? Oh, can't miss this bird. As she wishes. All right, tree 7 seconds. All right, so what happens if I get up here and Womble has already made everybody dead? I'll get up in here. I'll high five Womble, and we will find a new place, probably Tiger Bay, because it looks like Fort Nerith is just getting an absolute train run on it right now. We got JD and Coke out there. We got Cheyenne Tone. We got Bear Chief. We got Horsey. We got Bent Arrow. And we got a lot of hard chargers over there. I ain't heading over that direction.
Raven here, ready to head out. Strap in, we're heading out.
Roxy coming in. No, I'm not Mrs. Tango, but she is one lucky woman. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Tango would agree with you on that. I know that if I'm going to be real with y'all, I outkicked my coverage with Mrs. Tango. I don't know how in the world I convinced that woman to marry me, but whatever I did, man, I did it right. Got to right click it. Dude, I definitely did right click it. Let me get back to it. Right click. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, so I'm going to expand it, and then I'm going to right click. All I've got is copy, save, copy link, open link. I'm going to go to the ellipses. Same deal. Yeah, for whatever reason. I don't know why it doesn't have it open in browser. Weird. It was the hair. It may have been the hair. It may have been part of the hair. I also had a lot more color in my beard when I first met her, and that was one of the first things that she mentioned when we met. So it may have been a little bit of facial hair there as well. McBride Motorsports coming in, and then Command will put you in for the Silver Star. If only, man. That's a good thank you for your service there. Timothy Holton saying, don't sell yourself short. It's self-deprecating, but for real, man. It's not selling myself short. I married a smoking hot woman, y'all. Just Redneck Atheist coming in on YouTube saying, just admit it, you caught her with your orange cat-like energy. Yeah, and also the blank stare in my face, the one brain cell like barely firing.
Get ready, 1 minute.
McBride Motorsports coming in on YouTube. My wife says I'm lucky she hasn't put me in an asylum. It's probably a good thing that she hasn't put you in an asylum. That would probably put a damper on the relationship. J Roxy coming in over on Twitch saying it's all on point. It's all on point, but it's definitely a lot less color since then. And guys, it's like these past couple of years, I think. It's drained out of my face. Like no more color in the beard. It's crazy how fast that happens. Timothy McGee, what's up? Tim McGee coming in over on YouTube. Hello, how have you been, sir? Mr. McGee, welcome on in. Good to see you back here, man. How's your evening going? All right, y'all. I think it has been settled. I think we're talking mag dump mode. The mag dump mode t-shirt from the TangoPapaDelta.com store for the merch giveaway for the month of May. Are we settled on that? I think we might need to continue that discussion here. If I can get all my buttons working. Yep. Next step is balding Tango. Oh boy. Hopefully not. Hopefully not anytime soon. That would be the next step. A good just relaxing tonight. It's good to be able to relax on a nice Tuesday night. That's what I'm doing here, man. I have to say, I look forward every time I stream to get up on in here because it's like talking with good old friends, man. You guys are what makes this streaming thing fun. So you guys make my Tuesday night much better. I'm expecting you guys are going to make my Thursday night much better as well. Next up is Balding Tango. I hope not. Let's hope not. PLFs for days? That's how you get bad knees, man. Sniper could tell you all about that. I'm sure Sniper has a jump log. A jump log longer than his arrest record. I'm certain of that. Hey, those walls in the rubber rooms are fun to bounce off of, Redneck Atheist. Redneck Atheist, if you've spent a little bit of time in those rubber rooms, blink twice. Sniper is coming in saying, wait, I heard my name. Yeah, we were talking about your jump log, man. I'm wagering that your jump log is longer than your arrest record. Is that a correct statement? What happened? I was doing something. You didn't miss anything. We were just chatting about you behind your back. 122 jumps. Or is that 122 misdemeanors? We were trying to compare those records. Wanted to know which was longer. Redneck Atheist is blinking 3 times. We did not set up that in the code. I don't know what 3 times means. So no time in a rubber room then, is what I'm guessing. Or is that the Jack Nicholson One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest kind of thing, just blinking constantly? McBride Motorsports coming in over on YouTube. Fun fact, in World War II, they used to practice them jumping out of the back of a pickup truck going 35. I do recall that. Not personally, of course. But I remember hearing about that. Seems like not a bad way to practice, actually, right? You're getting a little bit of momentum there. It's kind of like, it's kind of giving you that 35-foot tower kind of vibes. Ooh. Okay, that's the guy that killed me, I think. He is still shooting in my direction. But I do not see him. Let's move around. That's including heli. Ooh, nice. Man, those jumps have got to be some of the best ones, right? Just elevatoring up and down. Or did they take y'all on some sort of route before you jump? Okay, I died. I died, so my body's definitely not lootable, right? We'll check it out, though. Maybe it's lootable to everybody else? No! Body's too old. Look at all my stuff. And my weapon. Oh, that is such a shame. Such a shame. So what were they? Were they Blackhawk helicopter jumps? Who schwacked me from down here? I'm very bad at remembering where these guys tend to collect up at. There we go. I'm glad he gave me enough time to go ahead and put one in the nape of his neck there. Shreddy Day saying, don't worry, Lau will get that kit. Hey, there we go. Call out for 0.3 in our new trader. So his name is Lau, right? But isn't he going to be called Vulture? So that sucker's going to come up and clean up all my stuff, huh? He's going to sell some lightly used body armor. But a pretty kickin' rad SKS, though. Vulture's the cover name. That's what it is. Sniper saying 38 airplane, 80 heli for Halo. Dude, how did you get so many heli jumps versus high-performance aircraft? There he is. Yo, what's up? Midnight Sapphire looking pretty dead. Okay, all right, on to the next then. Midnight Sapphire, DED dead. McBride coming in saying, I want to be able to loot enemy AI clothes in order to confuse the enemy. That would actually be kind of fun. There are some things that you can loot off of enemy AI, so you can go headgear, right? You can go headgear. You can look pretty enemy AI. Particularly if you steal all the LAF stuff. But yeah, if you wanted to go like do-rag, tank top, board shorts, and flip-flops, you definitely have to take that off of one of the locals. That would be kind of fun, though. Droney saying, not if I get there first. Yeah, I guess so. Sniper saying, lucky, I guess. Yeah, helicopter jumps, those are more fun, aren't they? What'd you think of it? It would be cool to booby trap the AI dead bodies come Snowball. Bro, I do believe that's a war crime there. Maybe not the first time, but definitely the second time. Enemy disguise, Metal Gear style, says Redneck Atheist. You talking about like jumping into boxes and stuff? Like shuffling around the map in a box? Or I'm saying from what we saw in the tech demo, they're going to have leather jackets now. Maybe those will be lootable. Leather jackets. We're going to be kicking it cool like the Fonz, aren't we? Sniper coming in over on Twitch. We had 22 chalks that were on rotation for QRF and 06. Okay, so that's why you guys got some heli jumps in there, right? Oh. Yeah, that training cycle really gets pretty intense, right? QRF. We had plenty of rotations doing GRF in the 82nd, and that is when that training cycle gets nice and tight. You can't leave base for very long. I think you got to be on like a 2-hour recall from base. So 2 hours outside of Fort Bragg is nothing. There's nothing out there. Might as well just go ahead and stay back at Bragg. Roughly 2 to 3 a week. Oh my God. That is jumping like crazy, dude. That is keeping that shit active. Timothy Holton coming in over on YouTube. Throw on my leather jacket and head over to Fanny's. Ah, Fanny's. They better give us some good AI strippers over there at Fanny's. McBride said, I mentioned booby trapping bodies as well during the beta. I mean, it's not a bad tactic. That's just what those Crimson guys do, though, right? War crimes. If I recall correctly, Metal Gear Solid 2, you full-on got a set of enemy BDUs while playing as Raiden. It's been over 20 years, though. Ooh. That's a pretty fun tactic there. Okay, Tiger Bay is looking pretty clear right now. Let's go see if Tiger Bay is kicking. We'll head to Juliet 2.
Request denied. All
As
available birds are in
soon
flight.
as we can grab a bird. What do we got? At pickup. No birds quite yet. Here we go. Snipers coming in, hence why my knees and back are fucked. Absolutely. I'm feeling you there, brother. Jarhead TV coming in. Hello, all. Hey, Jarhead, how's that 24-hour run on your, that 24-hour run on your task completions? How many can you get done? Sniper coming in with the Crimson Shields. Come on. Sniper, I didn't know you rolled like
Ready
that.
up, we're taking off.
All about those war crimes. Just make sure it's actually your bird. Redneck Atheist, I did not even make sure, but it's blue. So this must be... Where's it going? Womble, me. Oh, we're going back to base camp from here? Ah, that's fine. We'll refit. We shall refit. Snowball gifting the sub on over to Jarhead. Very nice. Snowball, is that targeted? Can you do that on Twitch? Because it seems like people have been coming in and you've been nailing them straight with that gifted sub. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much, Snowball. Keeping the ranks of the unit nice and swole there. Targeted. Okay, there we go. In that case, then, since we are getting so many more new members to the unit tonight, we do have to point out that members of the unit, you guys, this is what we're going for. That's going to be the unit coin. This is the challenge coin that we have for very special members of the unit who have been supporters of the channel for a good long time. You guys got a lot of tenure with the unit. So as soon as you hit that mark, we start sending out coins to y'all. You guys will be coin holders. Each one of these are serialized on the back there. I keep record of everybody who has one of these. So you'll go down in a little bit of history there. We'll take note of all of that. Sniper's coming in and saying it's only a war crime the first time, and it's only a war crime if you get caught. If you do get caught, it's only a lie if you believe it. McBride Motorsports coming in on YouTube. I feel the back and my knees are starting to go now. Can't squat anymore. Yeah, dude, it's been a while since I've been able to squat comfortably.
Approaching the LZ. 1 minute.
Gotta figure out a way to, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's a balance issue or something. Maybe I need to get on over to a physical therapist and see if we can do some good work there. Sound like Rice Krispies? Are your joints popping, McBride? Jarhead coming in over on Twitch. Don't know. Started on the 5th and have 2 12 hours due to the life schedule. I definitely saw your announcement out on that. So you're going to do 2 separate 12-hour. Are you streaming it, or is this going to be videos that you're doing? Those 12-hour streams are going to be pretty hefty, man. Redneck Atheist coming in, or walk up some stairs. Yeah, stairs, it's not really the walk up the stairs that's too bad for me. Walk down can be a little difficult with the knee stabilization. It's all live. Everything I do is live. There we go, Jarhead.
And we're back. Home sweet home.
So somebody's got to be keeping a record of how many you guys knock out in a 24-hour period. So far, we've got what? Is it Alki and Ricky who were going head-to-head on that? They've set the bar so far. Okay, I actually don't think... Yeah, I don't think I need to refit. I think I'm looking good here. M4's getting a little hammered. But we were going to go to Juliet 2.
Raven, wheels up for base camp.
There we go. We've got a bird inbound. Timothy McGee coming in over on YouTube. I got my grandfather's jump school yearbook. He did 179 jumps in 8 years. His brother did 503 combat jumps. Oh my God. 500 jumps? 3 of those combat? Are we talking like earlier airborne jumps? Man, I have that nice t-shirt now I designed with the Airborne World Tour. I've got every single combat jump listed on the back there, man. That's going to have all 3 of those jumps. That's not mine. Don't jump on it. No one can say I didn't do something because live is proof. There you go. Yeah, everything is out there. Completely live, no edits. Best case, I think I could get up to 160. 160 in 24 hours is... You're going to have calluses on your eyeballs, I think, by that point, Jarhead. That's pretty intense. Sniper's coming in saying, holy hell, I thought I was high. Some of these guys, man, I mean, it's like the Wayne Gretzky debate, right? Wayne Gretzky put up a lot of great numbers, right? Anybody who beats Wayne Gretzky's records do it simply because of time. Wayne Gretzky did it fast. People who are starting to break Wayne Gretzky's records are doing it because they're playing in the league for, 20 some odd years. Uh-oh. Sniper's coming in saying, Tango, check your DM, see where your coin is. I hope it's somewhere good. I hope it's not somewhere lewd. Oh, nice. You got that. That looks like that's mounted to your wall, brother. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. I like it. I'm going to have to pull that up here. Where's my bird at? 48 seconds. Let's see if I have the same issue trying to get this thing pulled up here. Someone's going to have to school me on Discord as to why I can't open these things. Maybe it's... here's the open in browser. Okay, let's see. What do I have? 30 seconds? We got time. Let's pop it on over here. Oh, yeah. Looks like we got some good morale patches there. We've got some unit patches hanging out there. And then we got Tango's coin. We got the unit coin over on the wall there. No feet picks here. I was hoping for feet picks. It's with all the patches I've either served with or been sent. That is awesome, man. We're part of the collection now, officially. Oh, just in time for my bird. Oh!
Raven, wheels down and ready to load.
I'm getting smoked out and flashbanged out here. What's up with these guys? Go,
Get
go,
ready, we're moving
go!
out.
We've made it to the wall. I like it, man. Thank you so much for hooking it up out there. And Jarhead was doing coins when you first started, but this shit is expensive. It is definitely expensive. You guys who are holding a Tango coin know that those things are not cheap, man. That's why that bar to entry to being a coined member of the unit is pretty high. Pretty high up there. Jarhead, 160 a coin? Are you missing a decimal point in there somewhere? Please tell me you have one of these coins. I would love to see what a $160 coin looks like. Turbo is asking if I'm getting flashed. I'm pretty sure I was getting flashed. It looked like it.
Approaching the LZ. 30 seconds.
Snipers was looking into it, and I was like, no, that's steep. It is, yeah, so you have to buy in volume, first of all. You got to buy in volume, and then giving them out has got to be kind of a high bar there. Yep. McBride Motorsports coming in. I actually requested a 173rd as my first unit. They sent me to the 82nd. No regrets. Yeah, that was kind of where I screwed up. I said, hey, I just want to go airborne. And they're like, hey, we got the place for you. Sent me straight to Fort Bragg. I was like, well, that was easy. Damn. I think that's a crime, Turbo. I think that might be a crime, particularly on your own dudes. All right. Here we go. Let's go check out Tiger Bay. What's going on here? Sniper's coming in saying my Sec Def one I think is worth 250. I've almost got it paid off in beers I've gotten from it. Beautiful. Yeah, those are some expensive coins, man. That is the price. Custom done. 10 is like almost 400. Yeah, so you definitely got to go in bulk. You can't go in those small numbers. They charge you out the wazoo for those things. I think the initial bunch that I've gotten is like 100. And they've already got the proof for my next batch, so it should be a little cheaper going with the next batch. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Still rock. Nah, let's bust off the old razor here. We will go red dot for now. The joys of overhead when buying stock. Redneck Atheist, 100%, dude. Whoa. Which is why I'm glad that on a lot of merch, it's more so like drop shipping. They actually make it a lot more accessible. Versus if I tried to do merch on my own, that would be absolutely out of the realm of possibility. All right, carry on. Mine was a blacked out coin with my logo on one side and a box of crayons on the other. I like that, dude.
My grandfather and uncle served in World War II Nam.
There we go. All right. So grandfather and uncle served both in World War II and Vietnam. Man, my grandfather. So my grandfather was a lifer in the Army, and he did World War II. His brother was actually killed on the beaches at Normandy. So my great uncle, I believe that's what it is, great uncle. But my grandfather did World War II. He did Korea, and he did Vietnam. That guy saw every single war there was during that time frame. Oh, and it's got the rope border. Man, do you still have one of these coins kicking around, Jarhead? I'd love to see it. Crap. There he is. That was pretty close. He got off a lot of shots at me. I just kind of let him. Not very responsible of me. But I think Womble's got my back there. Little guardian angel. McBride Motorsports found my BDU cover. Need to get that on display. Man, you've got quite a good display going on. I am enjoying that. Getting lots of good stuff added to it. That little model character that you were showing me looks really neat too. You saying that's pretty expensive? What's the price to get one of those made up? Because that would kind of incorporate pretty much everything in your shadow box into a miniature form, wouldn't it? Okay, red dot. Red dot might be a little bit of a mistake for these longer engagements that I'm doing. But we'll get inside. Engage mag dump mode, gentlemen. Snipers, your situational awareness is failing me 100%, dude. I start talking to chat and then it's game over. Got to get locked in. You guys should have seen me Friday playing Escape from Tarkov. My situational awareness, it was either talk to chat or play the game. I could not do both. Absolutely awful. Holy crap, I almost ran into that guy. Just nearly bowled him over. Bro. MDM the mag dump mode engaged. Yes, sir. Yo, Mango Pulp. Mango coming in over on the vertical. Mango, are you still there? I got to keep an eye over on the vertical, man. I got to keep an eye over on the vertical. What is going on, Mango? Hi. Wow. Wow. Very glad I didn't get schwacked there. That was close. We mag dump mode each other. Missed your Friday snipers, got unhinged and ended up just sitting back and talking. Hey, that's actually a pretty good stream when you can get back and just really turn it into like a just chatting kind of stream, right? Have been thinking about doing a little bit more of just chatting. I think that's... Oh, God. My light. My light's killing me through this window here. Tell you what, let's back it up. Let's back it up here. We're going to take off the red dot. That's not doing me any favors trying to look through glass. Okay, bring the sucker all the way back here. Still alive. Still kicking, but this isn't great. We've been better. Orem has the bottom mouse button to flick the light laser. Oh, for Pete's sake. Eyes off the ball there. Eyes off the ball. Not excited for tomorrow. Very tired after school. Why? What's going on tomorrow? What you got? You got some school stuff going on tomorrow? Oopsie. Very, very much oopsie. That was not great. I think we can make it over there with a naked run, though. Let's give that a shot. Snipers, I think I want to do once a month panel of 68 streamers and talk about the state of the game, maybe the first Monday of the month. That'd be pretty legit. That last panel that we did, that was pretty good, man. I like that.
Raven dispatched. Moving
All right,
to base camp.
back on over. Let's go grab our stuff. Yo, Crazy Rod coming in over on Twitch. What's going on, sir? What up, what up? Stop doing these Swiss cheese impressions, Redneck Atheist. What if I could, sir? Already gotta go for tonight? Mango Pulp, you have a good night there, daughter of mine. Appreciate you stopping on by. Get all rested up for school. I'm doing these Swiss cheese impressions. We need to get a handle on that. What is this, 2 minutes for a bird? Server must be hopping tonight. Wasabi, Snowball. Tons of positive feedback. Somebody out there needs to be doing it, Sniper. Absolutely. I think it's a good concept for the game. I think it works out really well for Gray Zone. Something that somebody needs to be doing it, and I think since you're stepping up, definitely make that happen. All right, where are we at? Another minute 14. Holy crap. All right, I got a minute. Let's see here. Let's not even mess around with ears. Let's go ahead and buy some. There, that's better. We're at 40 seconds. I can sit here and twiddle my thumbs now. Not feeling so hot, Sniper. You coming down with something, man? I know over here it's all about the allergies, dude. It's just straight up pollen, dust, whatever is getting blown around in the Colorado wind has just been kicking my sinuses like crazy. The sleep has been minimal lately. Oh, thinking it's stones in the kidneys?
Raven on station and ready to pick you up.
I'm feeling a little bit of that myself, man. I'm feeling a little bit of that myself. A little flank pain from time to time. And it's pretty consistent, too. To the point where I actually just very recently got it, was it not MRI'd? I think CAT scan. Yeah, very recently CAT scan. They said, nah, you're good. We don't see anything. Thanks. That really helps. That really helps with the pain in my side. Snipers quit soda, so we shall see. Well, hopefully it's not that, but hopefully it's nothing serious either. So, got the appointment Monday to see. Hey, man, I guess if it is kidney stones, they can zap them, right? Like there is treatment for that. You don't necessarily have to go pee one out. You know what I mean? Rainer coming in over on the vertical. Farm AK-15-19 there. Good for going in your body or throwaway builds.
We're getting close.
I mean, 19s will yield you some really good ammo, at least. Get that green tip 5.56. Definitely the way to go. Thank you so much, Rainer. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Dude, I think I've done that once before. Like, never confirmed. But, man, the pain that you get out of that is unmistakable. I think it had to have been maybe a small kidney stone. Never got to see it. Don't even know what happened. All I know is I ended up doubling over in pain on the bathroom floor. It's like, oh my God, what just happened? Yo, White Bread Loaf Gaming coming in over on YouTube. What's up, White Bread? Good to see you stop on by, man. What's going on, sir? McBride Motorsports on YouTube saying, I never had allergies until I went to school in Colorado, had a sinus infection for 2 months. And I'm telling you, it's probably just because of like the altitude and the dryness up here. That's going to hit you immediately. Like not necessarily the allergy thing, but your sinuses just like close up on you. And then that could further cause problems. You know, that can, combined with any allergies that you might have, just lead to a straight up sinus infection right off the bat. Pretty and nasty stuff. Gotta have that humidifier just running like constantly. Oh, we got flashlights. I gotta run it. Yep, they've seen me. Sniper said, I threw my back out 4 years ago, and yeah, that was the worst. Have you had to have surgery for it? I've had issues where, like, I've had back spasms, but no slip discs as far as I can tell. Just kind of general spinal pain that us old guys start getting after a while who've been jumping out from high performance aircrafts and landed in not such great positions. White Bread Loaf Gaming, got to get those gains, man. You've been hanging out up in the gym, dude? Oh, McBride's heading to the gym. Yeah. McBride's pretty consistent there. Looking like a beast, sir. McBride, are you bulking? Or are you cutting? Or a little bit of both? Because you look pretty muscle-bound, sir. Okay, where did I do this screw up at? We were, I think, right in here, weren't we? Up along the side wall. Let's get down this time. Hey, look, my X button actually worked this time. I don't want to alert him, although Womble may have actually just killed everybody in the place. All right, here we go, getting the stuff back. Oh, I've already got ears, so never mind. Let's pack the ears. Keep a spare, just in case. I should go to them, Jim. Hey, man. I'll tell you what's been working for me. I've been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu. That has been a great workout. But, man, going consistently just leaves me feeling absolutely banged up. That's for sure. McBride saying it was nasty, just green and yellow snot for days. Ooh, that is definitely the sign of a good sinus infection. Wife thinks it messed with me mentally. I now flip out aggressively when I can't breathe through my nose, and that's kind of a normal reaction for people, though. Right? It is irritating. Having any sort of like blockage like that. I think at this point for me, it would help me out to go get some septum surgery, like correct my septum, get it nice and straight. But it's not really going to do me much good with all the allergies that I have, and just I kind of got a small, unfunctional nose. Not real sure what any surgery would do for me. Would be nice if I could breathe better, though. Or reasonable, yeah. Accelerating the wear on your body. You can say that again, McBride. All right, this place definitely dead now. I think Womble went on a murder spree. Womble went on a murder spree. So we got to talk then. All right, guys. So we were talking about the merch at the beginning of stream. We were going to be doing the giveaway for the month of May because we just ended our April merch giveaway. So we've had a couple votes, and that was going to be for the mag dump mode. Let me go ahead and bring this up again. I want to get a conversation with more people aboard here and see just exactly what we can do for this merch giveaway. All right, bringing it on down here in the TangoPapaDelta.com store. Let's head on over to the t-shirts here. All right, Jed, so from the top to the bottom here, we got the murdered outline. We got a bunch of new t-shirts there in that cardinal with the black logo. Those are kind of at a premium there because we got so much printing going on there. The ones that we have votes for here, I've been hearing a couple for mag dump mode. Do I hear anything else? Oh, here's the Airborne World Tour that I was talking about. All right, so all those combat jumps we were talking about here, the United States Army Airborne World Tour, if we take a look at the back here, you're going to see all of the combat jumps that we've done as an airborne community. So you can see a lot of 82nd Airborne on there, 75th Ranger Regiment, a lot of those combined jumps. A lot of the old jumps from World War II. We had a couple in Korea, Vietnam. Some that you might not have really heard about unless you're like a real war nerd, like Operation Rhino in Afghanistan and then over in Iraq as well. We've had a couple recent combat jumps that nobody really talks about, but there are dudes walking around with mustard stains on their airborne wings. So, yeah, this one's kind of cool. I like that. A little bit of history there. Some in-shop entertainment. Yeah, here we go. We got the in-shop entertainment. So if I don't hear anything else, it's going to be mag dump mode. We're going to go mag dump mode for this. But yeah, let's see. We got the Tango signature. That skull beret I was wearing the other day when we were out at the arcade, that thing is fire, man. This thing came out real nice. I like how that logo printed up. Our usual Tango tab logo is up here. Again, mag dump mode, that's got the most votes right now. Army Airborne World Tour, the Tactical Trash Panda. This one goes out to Redneck Atheist, coming up with the Tactical Trash Panda. We had to make a t-shirt out of that. I think that logo came out really nice, too. The Benning School for Boys. Anybody who came through Benning, this one's for you. The Fort Benning School for Boys. Spring Break 2003 in Baghdad. One to commemorate your invasion times. We got the Green-Eyed Devils here. The Republic of Tango. Little takeoff for Texas there. And our Claymore Mine t-shirt. All right, so that's all the t-shirts that I've got there. We can take a look at some other things, though. I know that we've been fond for some hats. I've got some nice hats out here as well. We can throw that on for next month if we want to do a hat instead of a t-shirt. But I think t-shirts are just kind of, it's a good way to go. McBride Motorsports coming in saying, Ranger buddy of mine was part of Rhino. My brigade commander was part of Rhino. I want to say that I had a battalion commander as well. I'm not sure if that was Rhino or if that was going to be Operation Iraqi Freedom. He jumped in. All hail the mighty Trash Pandas. All right. Well, Redneck Atheist, is that a vote for Tactical Trash Panda? Orem, did we draw a winner for the merch giveaway? Orem, we did. That was at the beginning of the stream. We announced the giveaway. It was Kate Brown, I do believe. Yeah, Kate Brown. Kate Brown. But, I mean, that was out of like 588 entries. That was a lot of entries. It spanned like a month and a half. This one's going to be a lot shorter. We're only doing it for the month of May, so it's going to be a shorter timeline. I would expect we're going to get fewer entries there. So you guys will have a much better chance at winning then. Particularly if you guys are members of the unit over on Twitch. You guys get far more entries with your membership there. YouTube doesn't allow the same perks. They got some legal things over on YouTube. They don't allow for that. So yeah, guys, it's going to be mag dump mode unless I start hearing some more votes. So head on over to the store, tangopapadelta.com. And if you guys want to see any of these pieces of merch on the giveaways, let me know, guys. You guys can let me know in chat. You guys can throw it up over in Discord. I want to be giving away what you guys want, so definitely give me a good idea for that. All right, back to our regularly scheduled programming here. All right, seemingly very dead here. Let's go ahead and head on out. We're going to need to find our place, our next area for mayhem. Who's that? Oh, who's that? Yo, Droney, what's up, brother? I can hear myself.
Just respawning on it.
Oh, probably a good time to get out of here then.
Copy that.
Or start getting some kills. They're starting to respawn, so it's only going to be kind of onesie-twosies. We'll work on our way out of here, and we'll find a new area to go get Froggy. Need that Fallujah summer camp one? Ah, okay. Okay. I'm putting that down in the idea bucket there. Oh, crap. Why did I think that was Womble? He was just crouched right there. I thought for sure that was Womble. I don't know why my brain did not make that connection. We looked at each other. Stared at each other. Snowball, can we do a merch wash? What do you mean by a merch wash? Like the designing of it? Because there he is. There's Womble. Fallujah Summer Camp one. I like that, man. Yeah, I got a Marine buddy of mine who did Fallujah. That was interesting time for him. Actually, one of the first ways that we started bonding was telling war stories and kind of supporting each other with that. After this one, I think doing a cup giveaway would be nice. We got a second one on that. Okay. Am I hearing a couple Brits over here? Who is hanging out? Who's that? Oh, Peter Fitzwell. Okay. Interesting. Seems like we got some good representation from the UK up in here. Mutual oh shit moment. Very much so. We made eye contact. I'm just so glad that my finger went onto the trigger much faster than his. Otherwise, that would have been very embarrassing. I need a Tango Cup. Okay. Maybe Tango Cup will be on the next one then. Oh, boys. They're still alive over here. Probably behind the fence. The Republic of Tango Cup. Okay. I'm seeing it. So, we're looking for cups, huh? Okay. I'm feeling that. Lots of votes for the cups. It was a shit show. I think that's probably an understatement there, man. Fallujah back then. So was that Fallujah Part 1 or Fallujah Part 2? Trying to remember the operation names for those. Okay, Fort Nerith is looking a little bare. Let's go hit Delta 1.
Raven dispatched. Moving to Juliet 2.
We'll hit some Fort Nerith. 0607, there we go. Ah, Yetis. Okay, so we might need to do some designing on some Yetis. Oh, White Bread, what's the flavor for tonight? We are doing Liquid Death's Root Beer Wrath. In the 12 ounce. Because I ran out of all my tall boys. So I need to place an order. Wonder what we go with next. I'm definitely going to have Cherry Obituary for sure. What's going to be my secondary flavor? It's been a while since I've done orange, and orange is pretty decent. Lime, I liked lime, all right. Orange might be the way to go. Oh, I'm out of Liquid Death, actually. That is it. I'm going to be getting thirsty tonight. Gotta love some root beer. It's a little odd. If I may be honest, a little odd. It's got that root beer flavor, which is nice. But it doesn't have that kind of like root beer texture, right? It's a little different.
10 seconds.
We made it. We're on the bird.
Ready up. We're taking
Nah,
off.
stick with the root beer. Trust. I got one, man. I think I might need to go see if I can get another can down here. McBride Motorsports coming in saying one of the 505th doesn't like it when you bring up Fallujah. I assume that the 505th had it pretty rough over there. Oh, then maybe switch it up? No, man, I've only got a couple cans of Root Beer Wrath left, actually. I'm nearly out of all of my Liquid Death, so yeah, it's going to be decision time. What do we go with? But I think I want to stick to Tall Boys, so if I can find some of these soda flavors in the Tall Boys, I'm going to order those. Fallujah, fairly sure one of them was Operation You Can Shit Your Pants Now. 100%, man. Fallujah was not a good time any time that you went through there. I mean, but by the time that I was hanging out in Fallujah and Bar Province, things were fairly well underhand. So it was not the door-to-door house calls that the Army and Marines were doing back then. White Bread Loaf Gaming, if it doesn't have the right texture, it doesn't have the whole thing. Yeah, it's not like, it's not creamy. I think that's the thing that I'm thinking. It doesn't have like that creamy kind of background that a root beer has. It's flavored sparkling water, so it just doesn't hit the same. Still, good flavor, right? Operation Shit Your Pants as a shirt? Okay. Operation Shit Your Pants. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. We're gonna do some designing.
Get ready. 30 seconds.
Actually, yeah, that would be the Fallujah. Operation Shit Your Pants. Yo, LT Link coming in over on Twitch. What's going on, Link? Good to see you on in, sir. Always a great time seeing you in fact. Okay, so they were there before the Marine Corps. The 505th was, huh? Definitely a bad time to be in there then. You want the whole ass of the Marine Corps up there. Just absolutely wrecking stuff, destroying things, leveling buildings. That makes you feel a lot better if you got to go do crazy stuff. Okay, we're going to go a little bit more surreptitious here. So I think I'm going to want to take off. Let's turn off our light. We're going to go just straight IR. Pop on the nods. There we go. And while we're at it, we need to take off the LPVO because we ain't going to see shit through that. Okay, got it. Night vision on. Laser is on. Okay, time is 1:46 in the morning. Never enough ammo. Link, never enough ammo. No, absolutely not. We're excited with the 0.3. We're just getting wrecked by cheaters on PvP for real? Dude, do we have a cheater problem on PvP? Is that really a thing at this point? That'd be sad to hear. Yeah, we do, for real. Damn. One of the benefits of hanging out over here in PvE land, I should say, stream snipers are all friendly. And cheaters can't do anything to you. Ah, Sniperish is confirming. You guys do, huh? With the update, it brought more out. Oh, man. What are we expecting for 0.3 then? Are we thinking that there's going to be more? Has Madfinger addressed this? Do they plan on doing any kind of like anti-cheat or anything like that? Oh, boys. Nerith is similarly looking dead right now. No bodies on the ground, though. I just run over something? Huh. With the update, it brought out more cheaters. I assume, especially since it's going to be a PvP focus with this 0.3 update. Dude, I am wondering if the cheaters are going to be rampant. I'm a little scared of that. Snipers just wrote them nice. Thank you, sir. Yeah, got to stay in contact with them, right? They're getting the feedback from you. GZW uses EAC and AI anti-cheat. Okay. I wonder what the industry standard is for trying to prevent cheating is. We still have PvE to enjoy the game? There's always that. And man, I hear the same things about Tarkov, right? There's always going to be cheaters in Tarkov on the PvP side of things. It just happens. I've even heard that Tarkov had cheating problems with people going into PvE, but somehow I doubt that. Like somehow cheaters would go into PvE and just affect things there. Because you can still kill other players on the PvE side of Tarkov. Very quiet, but I do see flashlights and people. That F-a shot me. Oh, there we go. Oh, man, I just see that someone bought the Mag Dump shirt. I didn't see who it was, though. Did it say who bought that? Well, if you're up in the stream, thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Hope you like the t-shirt, man. That logo is something that we came up with in chat. Describes my style of play. Just like that. We go full mag dump mode. We don't really count our shots. We go for sheer volume. McBride coming in saying, wouldn't surprise me, and now Tango's Google feed is will be full of ads for GZW cheats. Oh, dude. That is so funny how sometimes that works out, right? I think Amazon has been really bad about that. Have you guys ever had that situation where you're just talking with your significant other, with your friends, You're talking at work, and you just have your phone around on you, and then you log into Amazon, and it's starting to show you products for whatever you were talking about. You guys ever have that happen? So, no kidding. I was in my vehicle. Me and my first sergeant, we were driving back from PT, and I was talking about shaving with a single blade razor, right? And I was talking about these razors that I get from Japan. I was talking about feather razors because they were my favorite brand of razor. And so I was recommending these to him, and like nearly immediately afterwards, I checked on Amazon, just opened up Amazon. I was going to be looking at something, and it came up as a suggestion. I was like, what the hell, dude? My phone is listening. Good God, get out of here, get out of here. Not paying attention. I was like, good God, my phone is listening to me, and it's selling me out to Amazon. That is not very cool. You guys have that all the time? It's so weird, isn't it? Timothy Holton just got the mag dump mode shirt. There we go. Timothy Holton identified very much. Leave the devs alone. We need content and FPS for now. Yeah. Yeah, we can't be bothering them with a whole bunch of cheating stuff. We need them to get 0.3 out. All right, where did those shots come from? I think that was him. Anybody else? Probably more inside the door. Nope, there's more up here. He's got me. He's got me. He's got me. I need to get the hell out of here and re-engage. Man, my night vision just fogs up. Very difficult to see there. Or I'm saying I am okay with selling myself out if it makes my life simpler. I mean, at this point, we're sold out anyways, right? It's just the way it happens. Somebody else has me dialed in. I don't know where. There he is. There he is. McBride saying, wait, when we buy stuff during stream, it pops up in feed? It does. Yes, sir. Pretty sure it works with everybody. I could be wrong, though. Okay, so they're still chirping at me from inside the building. I don't see anybody reflecting. Nobody down the ramp. Let's be careful walking up this ramp. McBride's getting it with Facebook, Insta, Amazon, eBay, Google. They're everywhere, man. Evil Heisa coming in over on Twitch. What's going on? Heisa, welcome back. Jeez. Mag dump mode. Absolute mag dump mode. I was just shooting at the light. Got a flashlight on. There we go. We got some grenade support here. Who is that? Who is that? Who's that? Who's that? Is that my boy? Peter? Oh, no. It's Peter Fitzwell. Okay. Peter's coming up behind me. That's quite a name, by the way. Quite a double entendre there. Run. Get cover. Where are these guys at? Heard them yelling at me. No, do not want to kill cam. Kill cam. Yeah, same thing. Kill cam. Not sure I would be a fan of kill cam. Oh, hello. That's where they're all hanging out. Yeah, kill cam comes with a certain set of issues there. I think it works for a game like Call of Duty. Like, that's fine. Multiplayer Call of Duty. Once you get into these style games, though, can be a bit of an issue tactically. Oh, dude, I thought I hit that guy in the face. All right, we need to do some mag packing. Crap, 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 crap. Okay, we're handling business. Handling business here. Not a lot waiting for 1.3. Ooh, 1.3 would be nice. I think we'd be jumping a few generations there. Yeah, 0.3 coming soon. Very excited for 0.3. Anytime now. Yeah, if you had an LMG, this would be super entertaining. Agreed, dude. If I could just come up in here with, say, an M60 and just start absolutely rocking out, belt fed, going cyclical on everybody, just laying down the 7.62 hate. Orem, I think about a thing I get product placements. Okay, so yeah, are you getting product placements? It's not super obvious. It's just kind of creepy when it happens. I think it wouldn't be as creepy if it were more obvious, right? So Google Chrome, right? First of all, Google Chrome has areas within websites where if you're doing any kind of searching for anything at some point, it will start recommending things for you on those websites. That one is like slightly creepy, but you know it's happening. So it doesn't really come as a surprise. I'm getting washed out here. I'm getting washed out. I should probably take off the nods. Yeah, let's get the light on. Well, I want to see kill cam to see the cheater's perspective and then ban him. Even Tarkov is missing that. I mean, Tarkov is another one where that comes into play. He's hurting. He's hurting. Yeah, so that's escape from Tarkov. Tarkov Arena does have a kill cam, though, doesn't it? How did that grenade not kill every single thing in that room? There we go. Had to get the extreme angle. Yo, Alan, what's up, man? Alan coming in over on YouTube. Oh my God. Okay, he was out on the balcony. Boy, it's been that kind of night. What's going on? Alan, welcome on in, sir. Wow. Okay, we got to make our way all the way back into headquarters. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just got out of the game. Alan, how did it go for you, sir? Lieutenant Link coming in. Cap anti-cheat won't work. People been using some sort of DMA cards that run on a different PC. No matter how much the anti-cheat scans the PC, there's no cheat to be found. I know there's workarounds, man. There are workarounds. It's always like a cat and mouse game with cheaters, right?
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to base.
It's very unfortunate. I don't know how people actually think that that's fun. Cheating in a game. Now, I understand the incentive behind streamers cheating, and that is always mind-blowing when you hear about cheaters, streamers cheating. But there's an economic incentive to doing that, right? I don't understand just any other player
Raven here. Ready to head out.
wanting to cheat and what they get out of it. Don't get it. They got ego issues. That I'm sure that plays into it. Yeah. Or I'm coming in to say there are anti-cheats that catch DMA cards. Not sure how they work and probably for the best. Yeah. Are we thinking COD streamers have the most cheaters? That's what Link says. Could be. Could be Enlightened Enlisted. I like the name there. Enlightened Enlisted coming in on Twitch. He's saying, I mean, there's a completely easier way to cheat in Gray Zone that the anti-cheat can't find because there's not a software of DMA card. Yeah, I don't know. Clearly, I don't cheat. I don't understand any of it. It's too much for me to try to figure out. But we wouldn't find it fun anyways. Oh, Alan's been in there shepherding some people. All right, we're getting close. Now, cross my fingers. Hopefully this will be a nice, clean run. We did have to take out a couple guys heading out there, so it should still be kind of dead, that pathway. Let's see if my run goes well here. Orem is saying there's videos on how anti-cheats and cheat software work. Pretty good watches. That'd be pretty enlightening. You got to be on the lookout for what that looks like, right? Like, there are some things that, some cheats, you can really tell when someone's using them. Some of them are just so blatant. Okay, nobody at the side gate. That's good. Alan said, I just said follow me and gave them things. That's some good chirping, sir. That's being a good GZW buddy. All right, that sounds pretty close. That gunfire makes me a bit nervous. McBride coming in saying, I just mod non-online games. Fallout 4, Starfield, Skyrim, and those are the fun ones to mod, too. Yeah, what kind of Starfield mods are you using, man? Because you were saying that something about having mods for your ship, right? Were the mods that you were using requirements to build a ship like that? Excuse my ignorance, man. I have not played Starfield. So I do not know much about it. Skyrim, though, that's a fun one to mod. Skyrim's just a fun one to play. Enlightened Enlisted, just get a second PC, a different Steam account, make burner accounts, different factions as the main account. Have the burner account sit at a fob with the map open. Congrats, you have a UAV. Oh, man, you are getting deep into it. All right. We died pretty close up in here. Now, we don't want to be giving away any more gear. Let's try not to die. We were up at second floor. I hear them out there. There's somebody on the balcony. I got killed, like, straight on the inside here. So I'm going to take it easy here. Let's see if I can crawl my way in. I made it over to the far side here. Link's talking about Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, Tarkov. Dude, those are the games with just insane amounts of cheaters there. Okay. Okay, is Homeboy still out there? Probably not by now. Did my boys take care of him? Don't see him. Keep pushing. Here we go. Yeah, so more popularity is going to bring in more cheaters. I think that's just what Sniper was saying, that cheaters seem to come in with the 0.2 update quite a bit. I would expect, with 0.3 being such a PvP-heavy update, that's going to be even more so. Probably. God dang, he is running an AK and it is sounding like enemy fire. Peter Fitzwell. So he's clearing up. Who else do we have down here? Nope, can't get in. Got somebody back behind here for sure. Just straight mag dump into the door. Gotcha. Gotcha, sucker. I do believe he called me a bitch. I think I heard that. Put your hands in the air. Yeah, who else do I even have in here? I'm hearing the voice lines. Might need to head outside, go say hey. Where did we miss? Maybe it was over on this side. Nope. Nope, he got schwacked. Office workers. Nope. He is down. All right, headquarters sounding very, very quiet. Let's go outside. Oh, wait. Do I need to take off the lights? And let's get on the... There we go. Get the scope out here. That's an operator heading out over there. Okay, well, I guess we're running it. Fort Nerith getting worked over again. What's the front door looking like? Anybody out there? Man, have you guys been running into that many cheaters? This UAV thing is an interesting concept. Oh, Orem is saying you get kicked if you don't move. Yeah, you get kicked for inactivity, right? Ah, that is unfortunate, guys. I guess you always got to go after the incentives, right? If there wasn't an incentive for cheating, cheaters wouldn't do it. But I think, unfortunately, there's always going to be an incentive for cheating in video games. So, outside of that, there's just really no keeping up with them. Cat and mouse at best. And then at worst, there's just some cheats that are just unblockable, like you guys are saying. Okay, hearing some voice line, and maybe we didn't go up to the top yet. Somebody working ATC already. We got doors open, dead bodies. Yeah, this place is getting worked. Out front. Might have been the only one left alive. There we go. Nope. I did not want that guy on. There we go. We had this conversation already. Deja vu. We're going around in circles is what I'm thinking. Oh. There we go. One shot, Green Beret. Who else is up there? It's me on both, Link. That's what's going on. What is going on here? Okay, so 11teen TTV coming in over on Twitch saying, not really an interesting concept. Seen a guy doing it earlier. He was in the houses, level 1, just running forward in Fort Nerith. Not killing ads, not doing anything. No other explanation. I stood in the room for him for 45 minutes just to see if he would leave or move. He only drank and ate food. Weird. Okay. Oh, man. So working that UAV concept, is that what that is, huh? Yep, here we go. We're running it. Oh, I've got some tracers intermixed. Some 8.56 along with my 8.55. All right, here we go. CQB it, CQB it. Let's stack. 45 minutes stood with him, bro. You got a lot of free time to waste. Some of us really want to see what's going on with cheaters, right? Door open. Oh, there's a shotgun sticking right up here. Of course, that's not going to go through the door. Oh, shit. Oh. Ran out on a mag. No bueno. Got a little busted up there. Let's try not to have that happen again. Okay, clear. Beautiful. Enlightened enlisted, I must channel my inner Karen. Hey, that's the way to do it, man. You got to stick to those cheaters. Got to give them hell, you know? Okay, so they're up there. We still got more over at the firing range. Let's go say hey. Oh, getting shot at in an animation. Not good. Who the hell is that? Running around with a red backpack. Okay, so that's some good identification. I kind of like that. That seems like a good way to keep your team identification. Wearing a red backpack on your back. Cool. Quick mag change saved my life there. That was very close to being a bad day. Oh, whoa. Okay, scan it. Let's try to get one over by the tents over there. That didn't quiet him down. Oh, ooh, where did he get me from? Where did he get me from? I am bleeding out like crazy. Ah, he got me good, 11-teen. All right. Let's see if I can make it out there. I'm definitely going to need to pick up some gear. Ah, this is going to get heavy, though. He was to my left? Was he really? I could have swore that I was taking flak from the right. I'm not sure what the right call here is going to be. I mean, it might be just a straight run through here again. Or possibly Delta 3, head back over by where Peter Fitzwell is at.
Roger. Raven is in the air and heading to base camp.
Yeah, that's going to be the call. Because I can make it over by shooting range. Link coming in saying, died 10 times on Terminal Initiative mission over at Tiger Bay. Dude, the last time I ran Terminal Initiative, we had a gang of 4 running it, and it went very well. I think I died once during the whole thing. That was the smoothest I have ever seen that. The first time I played Terminal Initiative, it didn't go nearly quite as well. Not nearly like that.
Strap in. We're heading out.
But Fort Nerith, I feel like, has gotten a lot more difficult lately. I think maybe with just 0.2, the balance of these areas. Fort Nerith is the harder one. Tiger Bay got a little easier. Midnight Sapphire stayed roughly the same or got a little bit easier. The NPCs have been multiplying spawn. Was he right in front of me, Droney? I could see that happening. I thought there was one guy in front of me that I got down, and then I thought I was getting shot from either side, but it definitely could have been another guy there, right in front of me there. All right, let's rectify this situation.
Get ready. 1 minute.
Fort Nerith definitely got harder, right, Heisa? It's not just me. I feel it. But at the same time, Tiger Bay got significantly easier. Tiger Bay used to be a bit of a nightmare. Yo, Moose Knuckle Mafia coming in again. My favorite name over on Twitch.
0 seconds.
What's going on, sir? Hope you're having a good Tuesday night there. Link is saying today he had really bad FPS over on Fort Nerith, but a lot of PvP, that would be an issue in 0.3. If we decide to attack an enemy POI, let's say, do you guys find that your frames tend to drop once you come in contact with the enemy? Is that a thing? Link is saying, I find Midnight harder than the other two. Midnight can still be pretty damn difficult, for sure. Yeah, Midnight has definitely not gotten real easy. I'd say it's probably about the same, if not just a little bit easier. Little tweak, maybe. Either that or I've just gotten better at taking down Midnight Sapphire. Heist is coming in saying, yeah, mine do, so your frames tank when you guys come in contact with the enemy. Let's not say tank, they get worse. Sold the dirt bike last night, so I have some more funds for gaming laptop. There you go. Moose Knuckle Mafia saying, hopefully I'll be able to play Gray Zone Warfare soon. Nice, man. Yeah, just make sure that you get those specs running. Man, people playing on gaming laptops, that's got to be a nice, beefy laptop for sure. Ooh, I don't want to go that way. I want to go around. Did I think I ran too far? I mean, I'm with him, man. I would recommend PC Oh, oh, I'm getting shot at. That is not good. I can see. Oh, he just got schwacked. Oh, that's not good. Okay. How can I be more sneaky about this? I need some gear. I need some gear to make it up there. The shooting range is hot. But we know that ATC got cleared out. Probably my best bet for a little bit of gear. All right, we're going to kind of zero to hero this over to my body. Because we got to live this one out. God, this next entrance is so far away, but I need to make it over there. We will go over to the bunker area, grab some gear, hop up on top. We'll make this run. We can do this. The lap toaster, that is crazy. Link, I'm trying to focus, man. It's between me and chat. It's between me and chat. Let's hope I don't get killed on this one, though. Buying a laptop for gaming is like giving some Advil for a gunshot wound. It's an interesting way to put it. And I mean, if you're going to buy a decent gaming laptop, it requires quite a bit of money to do so. Getting a decent PC, I think, might be the better way to go. Okay, we're going to lock in a little bit here, chat. We're going to lock in. We want to stay alive on this run. Got to get back to my body, and I am naked AF. So, let's try not to die. Try not to die. I'll just look up at chat every once in a while. But we're not going to, you know, completely take my eye off the ball and die like I tend to do. Like I tend to do tonight. Okay, make it around this fence. Boom. Somebody behind me? I don't think anybody's trailing me. That's what I did. My PC's nothing crazy. Yeah, it doesn't have to be too intense, right? I think for a decent amount of money, you can build yourself a pretty damn decent, good PC to be running something like Gray Zone. Okay, this guy has some decent stuff. Okay. We're in business. Let's go see if I get back to my body now. So we were up over at the shooting range. Kind of to the, I don't know, east of it a little bit. Moose Knuckle Mafia saying, I found a few laptops around 1600 that will run the game on recommended settings pretty well. All right, here's where everything can go wrong. I think I might have another compatriot who's going to try to work his way out here. Let's see, what have you got? Anything I can work? Pantsier. I'm going to take that money, too. Let's do it. Let's drop this, take the Pantsier just in case. He's rocking a 19. I think we'll work it. Okay, so we were down here, pushing our way towards those tents. This might be us right up here. Oh, gosh. In a bad sitch. Okay, drop that. Helmet, glasses. Yo, Hightower coming in with the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Boy, you guys have just stumbled upon me getting back my stuff after a very shameful death. Very, very shameful. I think we're probably good here. Oh, M2's a little schwacked. A little bad. Yeah, not great. We got the raid. Hightower, man, how was your stream tonight? How'd things go? Okay, looking fairly clear now. We got guys off in the distance. Not going to let that bother me. I'm unbothered by those guys off in the distance. Let's just try not to catch one in the vest. Because our vest is pretty much chalk at this point. You can repair at base camp. The non-repair days are gone. We can repair. Yeah, I'll take it back. As long as my repair can get us up there. Right? The sucker is only repairable a couple times before it just gets straight nasty. Was pretty good. Did some PvPing. Very nice. I got the capsule. I thought you were shouting at me. Was pretty good. Did some PvPing. No worries on that, man. That happens. Particularly if you were streaming. You were probably mashing some keys, you know? It tends to happen. Yo, Chris Thomas. There we go. Chris Thomas. Actually, no, it doesn't. Yeah, everything up here is fairly gray. The gray has not worked its way down. So, in fact, the carpet does not match the drapes. Not yet. You give it a few years, it probably will. Oh, that 9800 X3D. That is what I got on my build list. Let's see if I can get a hold of it, though. That might be an issue. I think the bigger issue is going to be trying to find a 5000 series GPU. Or just find a decent GPU altogether. Yeah, building has gotten to be kind of a pain in the butt again. Yo, Phantom Raider coming in with the resub for 3 months. There we go, man. You're racking them up. Thank you so much for the Prime, sir. I appreciate that. Not worth the 5 series? I mean, I gotta get a GPU somewhere. And it may not be worth it if I've been trying to get a hold of a Founders Edition of some card. And those suckers are the ones that everybody just scalps like crazy. SNK Gaming coming in with the follow over there on Twitch. Welcome on in, sir. Thank you so much. Welcome to the party. I gotta get a turbocharged engine with the Yeah, the AI technology is like driving a Tesla. We need gasoline. We need that supercharger. It is what it is, man. I'm not worried so much about the frames. If it can natively generate frames,
I'm at the LC. Hurry up and get in.
you know, at or better than the 4070, I'm good. Maybe not worth the money though, right? It's asking quite a pretty penny for this. Music is going. Music is going. All right, guys. All right. It's about time. We're going to call for the night. We got our stuff back. We only lost it once tonight. It's been another interesting night of getting killed while talking to chat. I gotta work on something with that. All right. So we will be back again on Thursday. Guys, keep an eye out on both on X. So Tango Papa Delta on X. Jump in the Discord. We're going to be making announcements for all the merch giveaway stuff through there. So, since we are going live with the May monthly merch giveaway, that's going to happen tomorrow. It will be off stream when I start that up. I'm going to blast it out over on those platforms so you guys know what's going on there. So stay in tune over on that side. X, Discord, probably the best way to stay in touch. Yeah. The May merch giveaway is going to start tomorrow. We will announce that live on Thursday. So come on back around then. We'll let you know there. That's about all I got for you guys. Had a great night playing Gray Zone Warfare with you, even though it was kind of hectic. But when the chat is going off and I lose all wherewithal, all situational awareness as I'm talking with chat, that means it's been a good night of streaming. That's the great. Let's see, Discord here. Let me see if the Discord works in here. 1 second here. Maybe not. Does it work? I think it does. Beautiful. All right, yeah, Discord link is up, guys. Jump on over to the Discord here. We can stay in touch on that side. And I will see you guys on Thursday. You guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see ya.
Reach that part of the hole!